Hello, I'm Peter Towers, Managing Director of ESS BIZTOOLS. Welcome to Accountants Minute. It's been a hectic week in the last 7 days, looking at a whole range of issues relative to the federal government's budget, in which a range of initiatives were introduced, including the continuation of the instant asset write-off. The loss carried back provisions have also been extended for 12 months, and the special temporary reduction in income tax for lower and middle income earners has also been extended for another 12 months. There's been a very welcome expansion of the apprenticeship scheme, and the job trainer program has also been expanded. And the government has created a special program to attract women into trades that were not typically an activity that a lady undertook. And we've got boosts in STEM activities, science, technology, engineering and mathematics for women. An extra $42.4 million has been allocated. In retirement, people who have downsized their house and have lived in it for 10 years or more are going to be able to place up to $300,000 into their superannuation fund. And one of the interesting activities was the patent box, which the government has copied what some overseas countries like Singapore have been doing for a couple of years, and that's going to hopefully encourage more research and development with medical products and biotechnology, because companies who have invested and patented activities in medical or biotechnology, as long as they've patented their inventions in Australia, they will only be liable for a corporate tax rate on the profits out of those activities of 17%. Now, you can read our special Business Plus newsletter that we produced and uploaded to our website the day after the federal budget was brought down by clicking on to the link that's contained in the email that you've received telling you about Accountants Minute. The other key story that we have in Accountants Minute this week is a follow-up on the CommBank accounting business pulse report, accounting market pulse report. It's very interesting. It identifies that business advisory services is definitely the top of the charts. The firms that the Commonwealth Bank are qualifying as being leading firms, and this is based on the answers that were submitted to the questionnaire that the CommBank's consultants sent round to accountants all over Australia. 81% of the leading firms have indicated that their prime activity in the next 12 to 18 months is going to be business advisory services. And it's very interesting that the so-called lagging firms, that's the Commonwealth Bank's term, the lagging firms, 67% of them identified business advisory services. That's higher than what either group, leading or lagging, gave for any other category that they indicated that they were going to allocate resources to in the next 12 to 18 months. So I think you'll agree with me, that's very interesting. Communicating the services you provide is very important. In fact, we're about to start a series on this whole communication with your client basis, because a lot of people are asking me, if we're going to go into business advisory services, how do we tell our clients that we're providing them services other than annual accounts and income tax returns? Well, we're going to take up that challenge, and from the month of June onwards, we are going to be making special presentations for our members on these services. If you're interested, please contact us. So the communication is spearheaded by our monthly Business Plus newsletter, where we include interesting articles that there's a call to action within each article, trying to get your clients to make contact with the accountant within the firm that they normally deal with, so that there can then be a conversation to show your client the way you can help them. So let's go through the list in the May Business Plus, which is also attached to this Accountant's Minute, so you can download it. You are most welcome to use it. Just rebadge the name with your firm's name, send it out to your clients and prospects, and hopefully some of them will contact you, because the call to action is there in every article. Please contact us if you want more information about this. And if you get those sort of feedbacks, hopefully you'll remember that it was ESS BIZTOOLS that sent you this material, and you can then talk to us about having a subscription. Avoiding the pitfalls in starting a business. Very appropriate. A lot of people are looking at starting businesses at present. Unfortunately, a lot of them will fail. So it's up to us as professional advisors to do our utmost to try to help these people survive. Business health checks help. They certainly do. And it's an area that I think accountants should be concentrating far more on. Stock mix can be a problem, most definitely. Within retail businesses, obviously, not every business is going to be able to sell 100% of the star stocks. In fact, very few people do. You've got to have a mixture, and once you have that mixture, which means you've got a mix of different quantities of products and different markups, you need to really evaluate these product mixes to make sure at the end of the day there's going to be enough gross profit generated to pay the overheads and earn the targeted profit. So why not have that conversation with your clients? Monitoring productivity is important, especially in businesses that are charging for labor. If they've done their budgets, if they've done them at all, and said they're going to achieve a charge out rate of 77% for someone, and they're only achieving 63%, it will make a considerable difference in the overall bottom line of the business. Contingency planning is necessary for business plans. That certainly is. We also talk about the COVID-19 special loan applications, the first series of which closes on the 30th of June, not that far away. We also discuss protecting intellectual property and research and development activities. And we have a special article, start of a new series. Thinking of expansion, you need a scaling up strategy. Scaling up is a very important process that your clients will need to go through. So that's what's in the latest edition of Business Plus newsletter, which you're most welcome to use, send to your clients, and hopefully you'll get some feedback from them. Also in this edition of Business Plus, we're talking about upcoming free webinars, and we have a link to the recording of the free webinar which we had last week. So good luck with servicing the requirements of your clients. According to the Commonwealth Bank people, clients are asking more questions and are looking for more services. And they've identified that business advisory services is the top of the pops for the next 12 to 18 months. The ball's at your feet or in your hands, depending which game you play. It's how you kick it and play the game is going to determine whether you are going to be one of the leading firms as described in the Accounting Market Pulse report. Have a great day. Goodbye.